What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today's another episode of Saturday Tournament, and just like last week, we're going to cover one of the top 8 decks from U.S. Nationals, and this time around, we're looking at Liam Williams, who made top 4 with this Darkrai, Hydreigon, Giratina deck. I guess Darkrai, I don't know, Dark Dragon's deck? People just call it Darkrai Giratina, but it plays Hydreigon, it plays Latios, it plays some other attackers too, so it's weird to call it just Darkrai Giratina. I guess Darkrai Dragons? I don't know. But like last week, I asked Liam 3 questions, and we're going to see what those are. Have a little mini interview with him and see what his thoughts are. Alright, so the first question I asked Liam was, why did you decide to play the deck? That's always a big question. Why did you decide to play the certain deck for Nationals? He said, good Night March, Water, Metal, and Trevenant matchups. Thought there'd be more mirror, and that Enhanced Hammers were a good way to win that. He does have a good point. He says, good Night March, the matchup, which is true because you play Giratina with Chaos Will, which makes it where they can attach Pokemon Souls, Special Energy cards, or Stadium cards. And the big thing here is Special Energy cards. If your opponent plays Special Energies like DCEs and only DCEs, you can easily win the game with the Chaos Will, which is really, really nice. Water, you can attack with Giratina. Pretty much you attack with Darkrai, he can just start one-shotting stuff, which is pretty nice. Metal, same thing. You have Darkrai, he does a ton of damage. And I guess you could use Giratina as well, making where they can't attach certain tools, which is really nice. Trevenant, which is auto win because of the Darkrai with the Dark Pulse. Because Trevenant is weak to Dark, which is really nice as well. And he thought there could be more mirror, so he played double Enhanced Hammer to get rid of double Dragon energies and DC, mainly for double Dragons, for the, like he said, for the mirror, but as well it's good to get rid of DCEs. Like, if you can Chaos Will while using Enhanced Hammer on the bench and getting rid of both both DCEs, you pretty much just win from there, because now your opponent can't attack anymore. The next question is, would you make any changes to the list? He said, I didn't use Hex Maniac as much and would have liked an extra stadium. I think Latios could have been cut just because I probably would have won most of the games I donked anyway. But if you think you could play 3 games without tying or playing best of 1 at an LC or something, it could easily be another Fury Belt. So today what we're going to do is we're going to cut the Hex Maniac and mix it where abilities don't work. This is mainly going to be used against Greninja, which wasn't really played that much. So we're going to cut that. And he said he wanted the stadium, so we're going to add another Parallel City. I imagine that's what he's talking about. Parallel City, you can flip it different ways. One side says Pokemon's attacks are reduced by 20 damage, which is Grass, Fire, or Water. And the other side says your opponent can only have 3 bench Pokemon. So both sides are very useful. It depends on the situation which way you want to put it down. But we'll go over that here in a second, more about it. He said he wanted to cut the Latios for another Fury Belt. I'm actually not going to cut that. I like playing Latios a lot. It has the fast rate attack, which does 40. You can attack on your first turn, take some donks, and pretty much win the game turn 1, which is really nice, and that's why we're going to play the Latios instead. You can not play the Latios and pretty much win regardless, like he said, but I like playing Latios. It's a lot of fun. If you get the donk, it's pretty amazing, so I'm going to keep it in there. And the last question was, do you have any tips for people while playing the deck? He said, don't be afraid to discard your own bench if you're already set up. Discarding not dragons prevents your opponent from Lysandre or stalling out of Giratina. Or even if you're just attacking with Darkrai, you can discard guys after they're taking a hit and / discard Shaymins to remove easy outs for your opponent to take prizes. So what he means about this, like I said earlier with Parallel City, it has a double side effect. One side says you have 3 bench Pokemon. You can put this on yourself. You can discard Pokemon that are hurt, or you can discard Pokemon you're not going to use. Like, you can discard Shaymins and Hoopas, maybe Latios. You don't need Latios anymore, so you discard Latios. Because what you pretty much want to keep down the bench is Darkrai, Giratina, and Hydreigon. That's what you want to keep down. If you have those cards on the field, you're A-okay, and you're ready to go. Shout out to Liam for doing the interview. I really do appreciate it a lot. I really do like those 3 questions a lot. I mean, those are really good 3 questions I think you should ask almost every player with their decks. If they can answer those 3 questions, like, really good, really well, then you're good to go. You know a lot about the deck just within those 3 questions, and that's why I like asking these 3 questions for people. But let's go over the rest of the deck and let's see what's it about. So Shaymin, of course, is to help set up. Of course, we know what this does. 2 Darkrai, and the main thing we're going to use here is Dark Pulse. It does 20 base, but this deck does 20 more damage for each Dark Energy attached to all of your Pokemon. Now, the thing to note about Darkrai is double Dragon Energies count as Dark Energies when attached to Dragon, and not only that, they count as 2 Dark Energies. So when you have this down on a Giratina, it counts as 2 Darks, which can help power up your Dark Pulse by plus 40, which is really nice. 1 Giratina for the Chaos Well, makes it where they can't attach total special energies and stated cards. but also has the ability to Renegade Pulse, which makes it where it can't be hurt by Mega Evolutions, which can help you win some games automatically if your opponent displays Hex Maniac in their Mega Sceptile, maybe Mega Manectric. We know they play a Mega Rayquaza. Why would they not be playing a Mega Rayquaza? That'd be pretty crazy. They weren't playing it there. 2 Hydreigon, which is really nice. If there's anything required to play, the retreat cost of each of your Dragon Pokemon is 2 less. So if you have 2 of these out of the field, you pretty much give Giratina free retreat, which is really nice. You give Hydreigon free retreat, which is really nice. And you give Latios free retreat with 1 to play, which is really cool. And Shred's a cool attack as well. 88, this attack damage is affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon, which is going to help you get around Regice and Jolteon. Usually Regice, you can't hurt it if there's an EX Pokemon. Jolteon, you can't hurt it if there's a basic, but Hydreigon goes through that. Shred just hits it regardless. It doesn't care about that effect at all, which is really, really cool. 1 Latios for Fast Raid for Donks, and 1 Hoopa to search for 3 EX Pokemon. So that's all the Pokemon in the deck. 2 Enhanced Hammer, which we already talked about for the mirror match. 4 Max Elixir, and this is what's going to help us accelerate our Giratinas and Darkrai on the first turn. Look at the top 6 cards of your deck, attaching a basic energy card you find there to a base Pokemon on your bench, which is really nice. 1 Startling Megaphone to get rid of all tools. And one cool thing you can do is you can start the Megaphone, get rid of all the tools in play, then Chaos Will, and make it where your opponent can't attach any more tools, or they're just not going to have any more tools because you just Chaos Will and Megaphone the same turn, which is really nice. 3 Trainers Mail, 4 Ultra Ball, 4 via Seeker. Of course, 3 Trainers Mail for space reasons. 1 AC to return 1 Pokemon back into your hand. 2 Lysandre, 4 in, 4 Sycamore. So they actually went really consistent with 4 in, 4 Sycamore. We really don't see that too often anymore, so that's really nice. 3 Parallel City, 1 Fighting Fury Ball to your basic Pokemon, get 40 more HP and do 10 more damage. So now your Darkrai-EX has 220, your Giratina has 210. That's pretty much the only 2 Pokemon you're going to put it down to. 2 Float Stone, 1 Muscle Band. So you have to be pretty cautious of which one you're attaching to. Like, do you want to do plus 20? Do you want plus 10? Do you want the plus 40? Do you want the plus nothing? So that's really cool. You have to decide which one to go with. 2 Float Stone to get Pokemon free retreat. Mainly is for Darkrai because you have Hydreigon to get rid of these guys' retreat cost. But you can't put on Hoopa and Shaymin as well if they do get stuck in the axe spot. 4 Double Dragons, so you can attach to your Dragon Pokemon. They count as any 2 energies, but they count as two energies at any time, which is really nice. But you can only attach to your Dragon Pokemon, and 10 Dark Energy. And this is the Darkrai Giratina Hydreigon deck, Darkrai Giratina, whatever. We have covered this deck before, but I think it is great to cover it now, especially since Worlds is up in a couple weeks. We still don't know what's legal in the new set just as yet. We don't know if Karen's legal, which is a big thing. So we're still going to test this out. Once Worlds hit, we'll of course switch it up. We'll stop playing the top 8 decks, and we'll start testing pretty hard for Worlds. But hopefully do his deck introduction. Once again, shout out to Liam for doing the little mini interview. I really do appreciate it a lot. But thanks for watching, guys. In the next 3 videos, we'll see 3 games with Darkrai and Giratina, and let's see, can we win a tournament or not with the deck? That is the big question. But thanks for watching. Hope you have a great Saturday, and we'll see you in the next 3 videos. Alrighty, bye.
Alright guys, just want to give a quick shout out to our 2 sponsors, 60 Cards and Yeti Gaming. The links are down below to their websites. Make sure you go check them out. Alrighty.